Hey guys, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and put these two videos together, just because. So, week 2 is about how you came out and who you came out to and when. As far as coming out, like I never considered myself as a lesbian. I know that's not the type of coming out they're talking about, but I never considered myself a lesbian, and I went from a straight female to a straight male. So I just want to get that right. I never dated girls previously until I dated my girlfriend, which I always knew. So anyway, so when I came out, I told my cousin, he's like my brother, I told him, I was like, I don't feel right. And it was after I'd gotten out of a relationship with someone, and I knew that I was the more dominating person in the relationship. I was the man and he was the woman, and it was really weird. Now that I look back on it, it was like weird. I don't even like to look back on it. It's kind of gross. Ew. Anyway, so last year, 2008, I decided enough is enough. I'm not going to do this anymore. So I told my cousin, and who else did I tell?
You told your mom.
I told my mom. I didn't really tell my mom. I was just like, we were at the fair, and by that time I was different. It was 3 months later, we went to the fair, and I was like, I have something to tell you. And she was like, yeah, and I was like, I don't like guys. And she goes, I know, I've always known. So that was all that was ever said. And since then, like, that weekend, my mom told my aunt, and my aunt told my grandma, and my grandma told my other aunt, and it just went down the grapevine. But it went down wrong. It went down as I was a lesbian, and I liked girls, and because I was a lesbian, and all this stuff, and that's not how it was supposed to be interpreted. I just said, I don't like guys. So, since then, brain fart. I told my mom is totally fine with me. She still calls me my birth name and but she lives long distance from me, so it's not like she sees me every day, so it's really hard to get used to it. And I understand that, but she's moving back here, so it will change. My brother and sister, I told them, and my brother's always had a nickname for me, so he just calls me that, and, whatever. And my sister, totally fine, she'll be 17, so she's like, whatever, you're my brother, and you're Jalen, whatever,
Now she gets weirded out when people call you she.
Yeah, she gets weirded out when people are like, she, and my birth name. It confuses her. She's like, what is going on? I don't know what to think. And like my cousins and my family knows, but they don't accept it. It's, I just don't care. I just tell them to fuck off, pretty much, in a nice way. I just don't care. I'm like, whatever. You guys want to be dumb douchebags? Go ahead, be dumb douchebags. But that's how I came out, and I'm still. Oh, and at work. Sorry, I forgot work. Work. I've almost been at my job a year. I started, and they didn't know. They didn't know what was going on with me. I bet that they thought I was a lesbian and stuff, but I did tell some of my supervisors, I was like, this is what's up, and, it's weird, they're totally fine with it, but my head supervisor doesn't know, and the owner of the company doesn't know, but they obviously don't give a shit, because I'm still working there. And so, it's whatever, I don't care, as long as I have a job. So I've told people, and I've pretty much been accepted, and I'm pretty much stealth at work with some of the people I work with. Others do know, and it does drive me crazy when some of them don't use the right pronouns, and they don't sometimes, and it's whatever. I try not to get upset about it. As far as like other people's families, like some people's families just know me as I'm stealth. That's all there is to it. Like now that I'm able to pass more, I'm completely stealth anywhere I go. I'm not open about what I am, which is really kind of like a problem with self-acceptance, but I don't think that's the topic for this week. So, other than that, I think that's it. Does that sound good? I think it sounds good. All right. Hopefully this helped, and talk to you guys next week.